Hello, this is your host Akhil Navluri, and welcome to the brand new episode of the Techospace podcast series. In this podcast episode, I'm super thrilled and honored to be collaborating with one of the most pioneers and budding people of the IT industry, Mr. Kasper Kalfas, who happens to be the senior cloud data architect of the company Software Mind, and he's based out of Opole, Poland. So, Casper, it gives me an absolute pleasure to welcome you to this podcast initiative of mine. So, Casper, how are you doing and how are things in your hometown in Opole at the moment?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for having me. Right now there is a winter in Opole. It's full of snow. It's like the -5 Celsius degree, but I'm doing well. I'm here still, so no problem with that.
Perfect, perfect. So, when is the snow going to go off from from Opole? When are things going to get more, let's say, sunnier and brighter without snow?
Yeah, thank you for asking because it's not obvious people around the world. Yeah, so as we live in the Europe, in the northern part of Europe, we have like a four season: winter, spring, summer, and autumn. Yes, right now on the January and February we have a winter, and then it's spring, summer in the June, July, August, and then we have a autumn. Yes, so it looks like that in the Europe and in especially in the Poland. We have a four seasons.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, I believe, Casper, that you're waiting for spring very badly.
It's everything is is a situation. Every season has some kind of the negative thing and the positive thing. Right now,
That's
I'm
right.
trying to get as much as possible the positive thing and not thinking about the obstacles and so literally speaking, I'm not complaining about the winter and minus something degree, and I not complain where it's like hot in the summer.
Hmm.
So it's something like that, yes. But yes, in Poland, as I said, we have a big differences between winter and the summer, sometimes 50 Celsius degree.
Hmm.
Because
Pretty nice, pretty nice.
in the summer could be like 30 Celsius degree, and in the winter sometimes could be -20 Celsius degree. So you have like the 50 Celsius degree of the difference during 1 year. Yes, so this is the big extremum. Yes.
Huge extreme ends, I would say. And I like to, visit Opole someday. Let's see. Would love to, experience it for myself. Perfect. Perfect, Casper. So, with Casper, without any further ado, let's kick off with our podcast session. All right. So, Casper, firstly, can you give me a timeline of your journey, in the IT industry?
My journey in the ITS industry, used to study first of all the computer science, then simultaneously automation and robotic. And during that study, I started my first job in the small company specializing on the public sector, doing the mobile application and the full stack development. Uh, in that position, I get the experience with the SQL, Python, and also JavaScript. I used to work there for 2 years. 2 years. Then I switched to the big Polish corporation that sell the electricity. I used to work there for 4 years. It was a place when I started to learn cloud, and I met the cloud, Azure,
Mhm.
and then during that time. I started to explore more. I applied for the position to the company in the English. The name is Cloud State, and in Polish is a Murowisko name.
Mhm.
Uh, so I met there amazing people because we used to be a small startup of the cloud consultants, people who do consultancy. Yes, I believe me, I met real friends. Sometimes people said that in your job you can't meet the friends. Yes, but believe me, in that time I met a lot of good friends, and we have a still contact, and they are really good people, and I can always say good things about them. So after 2 years in the Chmurowisko, another big company, both Chmurowisko, and right now I'm starting. Right now I work in the software minds. Yes, so this time I also connected like Chmurowisko and software mind. It's like 5 years of my career. Yes. Uh, Yes, I also right now works with my friends, but the situation is little bit different because we are also mixed with the people from the software mind. But yes, I would like to really highlight it that that time in the cloud state, it was amazing, and I have a really good people and nice friends there.
Interesting. That's a beautiful timeline, Casper. Now, Casper, you told me that in the starting of your journey, you started out, building mobile applications for a public sector company. Moving from there all the way into the cloud, like what was your immediate reaction when you saw the Microsoft Azure cloud for the first time?
Oh, it was something like maybe, some kind of the imagination that I can have my whole mm, server building on my desk. Yes, and this it was amazing. Yes, that you can use resources around the world without the borders, like for example, resources in the USA, resources in the Canada, Europe. Yes, also Asia on your desk, and this is an
Yeah.
amazing thing. This is the amazing thing. So yes, the cloud and cloud computing is still the future. It's like the, it's like now, and also it's a future. Yes, because I can't see, AI data without the cloud. Yes, because. The
Hmm.
advantage of the cloud is really cool. You can do POC really fast, and it's a really cool stuff.
Hmm. Nice. I like your insight on on Microsoft Azure cloud. Really, I totally agree with that. Now, Casper, would you like to talk about your current tenure? Being the senior cloud data architect for the company Software Mind. In the starting, I've just mentioned about that, but in deep, would you like to talk about it?
Yeah, okay. So being the data architect in the cloud is it's a really cool stuff right now. But I started being in like 4 or 5 years when I joined the Chmurowisko, to be honest. And I started to doing the Databricks project, yes, and I started to be really fascinated about the Databricks, about the whole data world. Because also in the electricity company, I also work with the warehouses or something like that, but mostly on premise. But in the cloud state, I started to work as a in the cloud with the data, and it was amazing because without the installing Spark, yes, because sometimes Spark is hard to install on premise.
Yeah.
In the Databricks, you have everything like ready to go, and yes, and I started to enjoying in that, and I talked to myself, yes, because in my opinion, in IT, everybody need to find their own place. Yes, like for example, if somebody like doing DevOps, if somebody doing programming, if somebody doing like doing data engineering, you need to do first of all what you really like, because when you really like it, you can be the best. Yes, but right now we have a lot of noise about the artificial intelligence that will replace the people and the programmers or something like that. So in some cases, I'm agree with that. But for example, uh, in my opinion, you need to be like do whatever you really like. You love that job, and also use AI. So thanks of that, you will be in some kind of the genius mode. Yes, so you will be unstoppable because you will
Yep.
use you could use AI, and you can do what do something that you really really love. Yes, and believe me, my friend, nobody stop you even know AI, because AI will work for you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, you just told me that, to load Spark on, on, let's say, on the places like on-premise, it used to take a lot of time. On Databricks, it took like very less time. I wanted to understand exactly how much time it used to take on-premise to load the Spark.
Oh my goodness, I don't remember right that, but I remember that it was really painful when you wish to install the Java something dependencies to the Spark, yes, and it was like more than 6 years ago.
Yeah.
It was a, but as I remember, it was a really painful, and when I started using the Databricks, for me it was like a like a dream, yes, like a dream, because right now I don't need to think about a lot about the settings and how to set it properly. I just ready to go and provide the business value. And this is
Mm.
I think this is the best. Yes, this is the best, because we as IT should understand the business and provide the value. Because I'm doing more the architecture job. Yes, so architecture is is a theory that you need to talk with the business, find the
Yeah.
proper strategy. Yes, and then you need to talk with the developers or engineers, and they they will they will how to say it, they will implemented it. So it's a really really situation that you need to be in the a lot of you need to wear a lot of caps, yes, to be the
Mm.
architect. Yes, it's something like that.
Agreed, agreed. I totally understand, and I really see, a lot of passion when it comes to, Databricks. And when you talk about Databricks, you just have that happy expression talking about that. Now, connecting to this, I mean, I just wanted to understand, Casper, like, can you give me a complete overview of, you yourself creating a data lakehouse in Databricks? All this while you told me that you installed Databricks, but now what is your connection with data lakehouse in Databricks?
Okay. So uh, so first of all, you need to understand the business, and then you need to understand all the systems in the company. Yes, like for example, you need to understand CRM or ERP system or other systems. Yes, because it's crucial, because you will take a data from those systems. Then all the data will land in the bronze layer. Yes, so you have it in the bronze layer. Thanks that you understand the system, you can do something from the bronze layer. Then you could transfer everything to the silver layer. So all the normalization, cleaning, and something like that should happen on the silver layer. And also, this is a pre-business stage data that is maybe could be used for the business. Yes, but the best scenario is having it in the gold layer. So it's a nicely prepared, good, optimized queries or data uh, to provide value to our business, to provide value to our data consumers. Yes, so for example, Power BI reports, some machine learning algorithms. Also, right now is popular uh, talk with my data. So I think the number of the data project will rise in the nearest future. But yes, it's something like that. And also cool stuff with the data bricks is something like it's really cool to build the data mesh. So some data mesh is something like that. You could forget about one instance of the warehouse. Yes, you have like a lot of instances of the Databricks, and those instances are assigned to the special teams. Yes, and for marketing,
Mm.
sales teams, operation, scientific teams, something like that. And they have their own data, then they are so-called data custodians, so they need to carry about that data. Yes, so it's something like that. And it's a really cool thing, data. I was always, when I started my study, I was passionate about data. Uh, but right now I just like it even more, yes.
Right, interesting. Pretty interesting. Casper, no, Casper, I just wanted to ask you, like in this conversation, you were mentioning a lot about silver layer. So my question is, why is the silver layer exactly called as the silver layer? Like, what's the major reason for it?
Yeah, because it comes from the Olympic Games, yeah, something like that, like medallion architecture. You have like three stages. You can name also not like from the Olympic Games. You can, for example, you can name it like stage, pre-prod or prod or something like that. But it's
Hmm.
or raw stage and prod, something like that. But yes, silver, in my opinion, silver layer is something like a battlefield where you can test, you can find the good dependencies of your data, build the star schema there also, and something like that with your data. So
Hmm.
you can find the dimension, fact, or something like that. So it's a really cool place. Yes.
Interesting, interesting. Now, the only question, when the listeners would definitely have is like they would like to understand what's the difference between a data lake and a data lake house. Like, what is
Uh,
the, fundamental difference between that?
Data lake and data lake house. So okay, so data lake is a storage, yes, in the cloud. So you have the Azure Blob Storage, and it's a
Yeah.
storage and data lake warehouse. Yes, you said it's a whole core ecosystem of that. So it's a Databricks and the storage. So this is this name, yes. So, but people use it separated. They said data lake and uh, data warehouses, yes, something like that. So, uh, yeah, when we want to talk about it like literary, so it's like I said, but in my opinion, the people use it like really separately, like a synonym right now, but talking about true is what I said. Yes.
Hmm. All right. So we can say that, data lake and data lake house is also like a little bit, let's say, similar concept, right? Not the data
Yeah.
warehouse, but data lake house.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Hmm. All
Hmm.
right. That completely, sums up the point for me, Casper. So,
Yes.
Casper, can you give me a spotlight into your passion towards the cloud architecture and the IT on the whole?
Okay. So you know, to be honest, I really like it because every day is a new adventure. Yes, every day is new adventure. When you develop something and when you meet good people, because I believe in IT there is a lot of good people that they have a good spirit or something like that. Um, I also met amazing guys in the Chmurowisko. Mm, Oh my goodness, believe me, they are the best. They are
Muruvis.
the best. Uh,
Hmm.
and uh, and this is my petrol for that. Yes, to have energy, the people. Also, I also go a lot of for the conferences and also the conferences where I can meet other people. Yes, I believe in people. Yes, in the people because the people have a good ideas. So it's really fine to know a lot of people. I know that I work in the IT and I said a lot of things that I would like to meet other people and
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
with
yeah.
other people. Some guys said, okay, I went to IT to be out of the people. Yes. I don't agree with that because in my opinion, all the business online start offline. But yes, as I said, uh, every day new journey and also great people that I met on my path. It's my patrol. petrol that I have. Yes. To study new thing, there is a lot of thing to learn still
Right.
from my side. Yes, I need to learn also more about the AI. Yes, because I'm really curious. But I have a really great fundamentals to step into the AI world because I understand the data, business context of the data. I know about the data management. And I think this field is unstoppable because there will be new field, new technology that you can learn and work in that technology. Yes, this field is unstoppable.
Hmm. So now you have a lot of closeness with all the people you worked at Muravisco. Now do you people meet on regular basis to connect for a coffee, or let's say meet out, go for an outing, anything like that?
Okay, so we are spread around the Poland, yes, but our boss Claudia, she's scary to have some kind of the integration days. So we have a like three or four times in the year the integration days. It's amazing. I'm also a big fan of the karaoke, and I sing in karaoke for them. It's really fun. It's really fun. So yes, so we can meet during the integration days, but also we can meet during the work, because sometimes we have a workshop. In last year
Hmm.
I had a lot of common with my colleague Daniel, because we attended a lot to the conferences. Yes, and our biggest success, it was the talk in the Polish Swedish Chamber of Commerce. We had a amazing
Hmm.
presentation day there together. It was about the aquaculture in the Norway. So, so yeah. So as I said, like the
Hmm.
whole people, the whole family, whole my unit, we can meet in the integration days. But with the sum of the guys, I could meet often during the some kind of the activity during the work, like the workshop or conferences or something like that.
Hmm.
Or sometimes I go to the Warsaw office, and I also meet the people there. So yes, but we are mostly working remotely.
Hmm. Interesting. That's a good way of catching up with your mates and with your friends. That's lovely, Casper. Now, Casper, would you like to give me an insight on your two websites, cloudkasper.pro and Mafia Danish? And having said mafiadanish.pl, and having said that, is there any interesting backstory associated with it? I know this is your favorite question, and you would like to talk about it in depth, and definitely you can.
Yes. Okay. So Cloud Casper is my personal blog, something like that. But it will transfer in the 3 months. I would like to build something like a website for the offer. I would like to show my offer for the workshops, yes, and also some kind of the offer for collaboration with the other companies, because in this spring I wish to start the consulting company with my friend. Uh, so it will transfer a lot, yes, that website, and I would like to build a brand cloudkasper.pro. It will be company specializing about the uh, data first, AI second, and the cloud should be fundament of that. Yes. So data first, AI second in the cloud. So it will be my aim to do. So it will be my region of the interest that I would like to focus on the business, and I will serve the workshop, and also I will serve the consulting services for the companies. This is something that I would like to specialize. I was dreaming a lot of time about that, so now is the time. I have experience. I have a yes, I have experience. I have a lot of I know a lot of companies, so why not? I can always come back to the corporation. Yeah, so so this is
Lovely.
something like that. So yeah, so this is about the cloudkasper.pro, and other website is Mafia Danych. It's Polish is in to translate into to the English from Polish. It's a data mafia, something like that. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it comes from the story about the PayPal. Yes, the people who used to work in the PayPal, they call themselves PayPal mafia. So I just copy a little bit from that and I name it like data mafia, something like that. But the cover pictures are generated via the artificial intelligence, but in a special style. The style is Renato Guttuso style. Renato Guttuso was a famous Sicilian artist, so I love his paintings, so I decided to use that. So everything it's a really really nice. Is in the really good scenery of the Sicilian mafia style. Yes, and right now, unfortunately, I don't have a time to provide that website, but I have a plan for the nearest future. Not now because I'm busy with the other activities more important, but I would like in the future build from that the platform, education platform for the in the about the data and AI in the cloud. So something like
Hmm.
that.
Interesting, interesting. That's lovely, Casper. And I wish you all the best, with respect to your tech consulting that you're pretty much starting in the spring. Now, I
Mhm.
want to understand from that perspective, like, what is your agenda? Like, what are the types of sectors that you're focusing on with your tech consulting?
Okay, so first of all, I have a big experience in the aquaculture. So this like the salmon farming in Norway. Also, I have a big experience in the pharmaceutical pharmaceutical industry, and also I have a experience in the this is a manufacturing industry. So those three industries I understand really, really quite good, quite well, enough for the IT specialist. So yes, so this is my answer. This those sectors. Uh, I know that the financial sector is a big piece of cake,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah.
but also there is a lot of people there, and it's highly regulated in the European Union and in Poland. So I prefer to be in the other fields like
Hmm.
manufacturing and the pharmaceutical and life science is also something for me. And as I said, the aquaculture in the Norway.
Amazing. I wish you all the best, and I'm pretty sure you'll be a super success with respect to that. Trust me, because you have so much passion and so much, you have that zeal to do try new things. So definitely that will be a super success for you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for these good words, and I'm pretty happy. I'm just only worry about the energy, yes, because there is a lot of project, a lot of thing, and you need to have a lot of energy, and but passion will give me energy. This is definitely something that I'm sure about that.
100%. Passion is the fuel, and that will keep you recharged with everything. Pretty nice, Casper, with respect to that initiative of yours. Now, Casper, how would you like to explain about the terminologies of cloud infrastructure in simple words to the listeners across the world?
Awesome thing. No, 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 no. Cloud infrastructure is servers and dependencies of your software in the cloud. Yes.
Okay. The software in the cloud. So, like, what do you exactly mean by the software in the cloud? Like,
Yeah, like applications. So infrastructure is a place where you can host your application in the cloud, your resources, your data, something like that, your artificial intelligence.
hmm. All right. So when you talk about, software and cloud, do you have an experience of, creating a POC for yourself? Let's say a proof of concept, that you started when you started using Microsoft Cloud.
Yes, like now I have a one POC. It's a health data platform that I collecting the data from the Apple Watch, my laptop. Also, I'm
Okay.
scanning mostly everything that I eat. I also track
Wow.
the water during the day. Mm, when I drink the water, I also track it. So
Wow.
yes, so when I transfer everything to the cloud, to the Databricks, and thanks that I can use the Genie to to see what is inside my data, what I need to improve, what I need to uh, decrease. Yes, and yes, and this is my like side hustle project only for me, uh, and I also talk a lot on the conferences about that. So I have a one presentation about that. So yes, this is my project. I would like to involve it in the future, but the time is the time is not so good right now for that.
Understand. But I mean, you creating three POCs for yourself, tracking your water intake, the food intake, and all the other activities. I mean, I've not heard this answer from anyone, Casper. This is the first time I'm hearing it from you, and that is so much like inspirational, and it gives a new ray of hope for people to try different things in life.
Mm, Yes, because I really like it. Yes, it's not something that I'm the best. I'm just really, really love it. Yes, and I love the data, and that's why it comes my madness. Yes,
Right.
is yes, yes. Because in my life, in my career, I was really looking for a lot. I tried a lot of yes, a lot of. I tried DevOps. I tried the programming. I tried the operation stuff, help desk, and I wasn't satisfied a lot with that. Yes, so I was like,
Hmm.
and the data was a thing that,
Yeah.
to be honest, Opole is not a big city, and big data wasn't popular 10 years ago when I started my career. Yes,
Right.
uh, uh, so, so I was like a study by myself, it, but I didn't have a chance. I didn't had a chance to work it for the commercial or something like that. I needed to do application, a mobile application, and right now I had this position. Yes, I had this position, and I'm really passionate because it is something that I used to used to I I'd like to do when I was on my studies and even in high school. Yes, so doing stuff with the data and little bit with the artificial intelligence, uh, it will be it will be. I have a funny story because when I
Yeah.
was in the high school, I was talking with my friend, because I come from my family home is it's on the village, yes, and I was it and he said me, oh, you are sitting in front of the computer. In the future you will be not have a lot of for that and something like that. And I said him, but I will build the future because I would like to do in the
Hmm.
future data and AI. It was like the 15 years ago, 15 years ago. uh, and he said me, no, 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 you are stupid. You need to be the internet
Yeah, yeah.
installer, internet installer. There is a money inside of that. Forget about the AI and data, yes. So, but I'm here. I didn't lose my dream. So, and he, I don't know what he's doing. Nothing special.
I mean, people will question you, people will have, but again, we should do what we like. That's one thing.
Yes, yes.
And you did the exact same thing, for you followed your dreams and here you are, and we are connecting and talking about your amazing journey here.
Yeah, yeah, it was a funny thing. That's why right now I remember that because you asked me all those questions and
Yeah.
about my path or something like that. Thanks for that question. And now my memory comes that place and yes.
Interesting. That's a pretty interesting anecdote, Casper. Now, Casper, what is your take, on the application of, Kubernetes and Databricks in the Polish market?
Okay, Kubernetes it's a standard right now. Everybody uses the Kubernetes for hosting application. Databricks is it becoming the standard during when we talk about the data world. So right now it become more and more popular. A lot of companies would like to install it. So I'm glad because I'm in the good place with that, with my knowledge, with my experience, 5 years in the Databricks. So it's good time to start the company. Yes.
Pretty good, pretty good. Now, when we talk about, Kubernetes and Databricks, exactly which sector of, Poland is using it the most? Like, do you have any idea on that? Like, is it
Oh,
manufacturing? Is it,
yes,
yeah.
mostly financial sector because financial
Hmm.
sector is the most dynamic in the Poland. So
Hmm.
yes, so there is it's really dynamic sector and it has a lot of money like banks, financial institution, they have a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah.
money. So they have a lot of money to do some kind of the POC and yes, so this sector is using the technology the most.
Hmm.
Others, as I said, life science and industry. Yes.
Interesting. So suppose, you told me that, through your initiative, you want to, help out manufacturing, pharmaceuticals, and, different other and agriculture in Norway. Suppose, Casper, the tourism industry of Poland, comes knocking on your door. So would you like to, help them out with the Databricks and Kubernetes, given an opportunity?
Uh, why not? Why not? Because it's a data, but the perfect is the field that I understand. Yes. But it's a data. Yes, it's a data, and I can consult in the cloud or something like that. So why not? Yes, why not?
Hmm. Nice. That's a pretty optimistic answer, Casper. Now, Casper, can you give me an insight, into your failures and weaknesses? I know, certain things of this is a hard time in life, but what is your take on the insight in it?
Yes, thanks for you asking me because a lot of people at the conference talk about the success. Nobody said about the failures. Yes, uh, phew, it was a lot. I had a lot of failures in my career. Uh, sometimes I think I need to improve because sometimes I'm answering really fast. Like for example, the teams. Maybe it's time to consider about something. Like, for example, I don't need to answer as soon as possible, but I would like to be always active, yes. And by the end of the day, I'm totally exhausted, yes. So yes. So last 5 years I spent it a lot of about the passing certificate, study, and working. So believe me, last 5 years I was like really, really hard worker. Maybe right now is also time to consider some kind of the relax and carry about myself, carry about the family or something like that. So yes, this is something that I need to focus about that. Um, sometimes yes, and also there is a lot of ideas to go for the conferences to talk in the Warsaw, Wrocław or something like that. So, but everything costs a lot of money, a lot of time, yes, and maybe this is a something maybe I need to find some ideas to how to automate it, how to do it quicker, because each presentation right now took me like 25 hours to be ready. Yes, so it's
Yeah, yeah,
a lot of time to like the presentation 50 minutes. I need to work
yeah, yeah.
on that like 25 hours. It's a how to turn uh 1 hour of talk to 24 hours of work. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, so yeah, so this is, I did, to be honest, I didn't have a big failures. Like, for example, I destroyed something in my career or something like that. I was lucky about that. There was like the small failures. Like, for example, I did something after the time, yes, so I skipped the deadline or something like that. But it was in an acceptable way, yes. So yes.
That's interesting, Casper. No, Casper, like you talked about, going to conferences. So out of all the conferences that you have, gone to, which one did you enjoy the most? Let's say the tech events, conferences.
In Poland we have a data science summit. It's in November, late November. It's a quite good conference because you can meet like 3,000 people there. So I was a speaker last time. This is in the Polish sta National Stadium. So.
Hmm.
So yes, this is I think the best one in Polish when we're talking about the data world. Yes. Uh, Also, I used to speak, as I said, with my colleague Daniel on the Polish-Swedish Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was the smaller one. The audience was like the 100 people there, and also some smaller conferences like Pivrots in the nearest city. There is one conference for the Python, something like that. To be honest, I would like to explore it more and more and more. Yesterday, I received some kind of the acceptance to talk in the Italy. I would like to explore it more and more because also my other friend. He shared he shared with me a lot of passion to talk about the presentation or something like that. And I started really badly with the presentation. I wasn't a good presenter. Right now, I becoming better and better
Yeah.
because of my friend. He triggered me. He changed a little bit my mind about what I need to say. And right now I talk more than like how to say, like a little bit. I use a comedy, a little something like that. Yes, yes,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I believe that when people go for your presentation, it's something like they sitting in front of the computer all the day. Yes, they they need to learn something, and also you need to entertain them something. Yes, not only showing that you are the most wise, most clever, most smart person in the room. It's nothing like that. I would like to show that I am one of the people from my audience, and today I would like to share with you something, and let's see what I have to share with you. Yes, so something like that.
yeah. Right.
So this is my idea how to fight with the stress or something like that. So I really I really would like to be like one of the people who the room who has at that time something to say. Yes, and that's it. Yes, and that's it. And also sometimes I said something like joke or something like that, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it works. It works really well. I don't look in the you know famous there. I don't looking for the, a lot of money there. Yes, I don't looking for that. I looking only for the passion I doing from the love because I love that job and I want to share with the people uh, what I love and something like that. And and uh, and rest will come. Yes, rest will
Yes.
come.
Absolutely. I don't believe, Casper, that you're a bad presenter. I mean, seriously, the way you're, talking a lot about, the passion of yours, about everything. I see, the best presenter in, in Poland.
Oh, thank you for that. But uh, I trying to be humble. Yes, thank you for that. I'm not the best, but I'm doing well. I would like to each month I would like to improve in that way. So maybe one day I will I will get some medal. Like there will be like Polish competition about the IT presenters. So maybe I will be one.
100%. You have to manifest that. You have to, visualize that, and definitely you'll get through it.
Yeah, thank you for
Absolutely.
that beautiful word.
Yeah. One question, one simple question I just want to ask you, like when you were just, there in the Swedish Polish, Chamber of Commerce, like what is the common language that is, spoken between the two countries? Because Sweden speaks Swedish and Poland speaks Polish. So what is the common
Obvious
factor?
English, English.
English, okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is there a thing where, you both understand each other's language and all of that?
No way.
No,
It's
okay.
it's a it's a totally different language because Polish language come from the Slavic language, so the families are Czech language, Slovakian language, something like that. But their language come from the Nordics, from the Vikings or something like that. So it's really similar to the Danish
Right.
and the Norwegian. Yes.
Makes
So
sense.
no
Makes
way to
sense.
understand each other. Some words, but not a lot.
Got it. Got it. Totally, totally. That's interesting, Casper. So that's a very good trivia point. So now, Casper, before we, conclude our podcast session, let's take a lighter route. All this while I was completely, bombarding you about cloud infrastructure, about Kubernetes, about Databricks, data lakehouse, and about your journey. But now at this time, let's take a lighter route, in the form of a very quick rapid fire round that's completely non-technical. So are you ready with the first question of the rapid fire round, Casper?
Yes, I'm ready.
Perfect, perfect, Casper. So, Casper, the first question to you. So, Casper, like, what is your favorite football team?
Napoli culture from
Napoli.
Napoli. Yes, Squadra Napoli. Yes.
Right.
South of the Italy.
Got it, got it. So, do you have any favorite team in Poland since, you come from Poland and, from the extra class league? Do you like any team?
Yes, Silesia, Breslavia, yes, but right now they are not go well because they are in the second division of the Polish football leagues. But I hope in the future they will be like in the past.
Right. Okay. That completely explains the point. Since you like Napoli, so who's your favorite footballer of, Napoli?
It used to be Victor Osimhen. Right
Ah,
now he doesn't play there. But whole team is for me is really good and whole the monolith. I like the whole monolith of the Napoli.
hmm. Pretty nice, pretty interesting, Casper. No, Casper, now since I'm Indian and I come from India, like what is your favorite Indian food that you would like to try?
Samosa,
Samosa. Oh, pretty nice answer.
yeah, samosa, yeah. But I
We
like
Indians, we
the
love
Asian.
samosa.
Yes, I like the Asian cuisine. Cuisine. Yes, I like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Asian cuisine, and especially Indian. You have a lot of good food and full of the rice, and it's really amazing.
There are many Indian dishes that you should try. When you go to India, you should explore everything. Every state, every city that you go to India, everything is so different. So you'll
Mm,
definitely love that experience.
okay.
That's nice. Samosa is a very interesting choice. I mean, it's not interesting. It's a lovely choice because we all love samosa in India and we love to have it, in between. Now, Casper, like, what is your favorite? Like, what was your first car, that you've purchased?
My first car was a Audi A3. A3. Yes, it was a silver car, diesel. something like that.
Okay.
So
Diesel car. Hmm.
yes.
Nice, nice, pretty nice. So now so Casper, like when I visit Opole, what is the place that you would like to, me to, visit and let's say recommend me?
Okay, Opole is not a huge city. For you, as you live in the India, it would be like a village. Yes, it's Opole has a 120,000 of the inhabitants. So
Okay.
it's for you, it's a small village. But there is some restaurant, like Italian restaurant, like there is the name is La Finestra. Yes, also. It's a really popular crepes pancakes. Yes, pancakes. It's a Polish name, Mannequin, and also there is a one famous restaurant. It's like the name is Grey Villa. It's also in the city center, so you can enjoy with that food. But if you visit Opole, I recommend you to visit me, and I will prepare for you something good, better than the like traditional or something like that. From the, because my family has a farm, and they produce the food, and from the, not produce food, like everything made in your garden. So yes, so it will be better idea.
Definitely, definitely. I'll be there in Opole and you can, serve me and I would love to, be there.
Mhm.
Perfect. Perfect, Casper. Now, Casper, like what are your favorite three, let's say restaurants in Opole or let's say in Poland for that matter, when you travel around Warsaw or anywhere, in Poland?
Once again, the question, because I didn't get.
Yeah, yeah, sure. I was just like to know, like, what are your favorite top three restaurants, when you travel to Warsaw or let's say somewhere in Poland?
I'm not a big fan of going to restaurant, but in front of the big skyscraper in the Warsaw, this is a palace of the science and culture. When you type in the Google Warsaw, it will for sure you will see that palace. You will see that palace because it's a famous in Warsaw.
Yeah,
In front of there is a one nice pizzeria. The name is Spacca Napoli. For me, it is the best pizza in the world. Yes, there. So I
really.
used to travel a
Okay.
lot into the Italy, but for me, it's a really, really good quality of the pizza there. So,
Right.
so, so I will
Mhm.
tell you yes. And also, for example, in Krakow, there is a one restaurant that I visited. It was the Sparka, something like that, but something like that. But yes, I can count you only those two. Mm,
Right. Okay. Nice. I'm a huge pizza fan, so I would love to visit that and
yes,
try it out for myself.
Spacca Napoli. If you visit Poland, you should go there if you are a fan of a pizza.
Spark and Napoli. Okay. That's a pretty good choice. Now, when we talk about, your favorite Polish food, what would that be?
Dumplings, yes, it's dumplings in Poland. It's really popular in Poland, dumplings. So yes, so dumplings.
I know what it is called. It's called pierogi, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, it's pretty famous, I've heard, but I've not tried it because we don't get pierogis in India because we have our own version of dumplings called momos. So we try that.
Yes, yes, because I think it comes from the east, yes, because it's also popular in Russia and the Ukraine, so it comes from the east, definitely.
Hmm. Yep, absolutely. Casper. Now, Casper, the question to you, like, what is your favorite movie of all time?
Gladiator, Gladiator,
Gladiator.
yes, Gladiator. I
Hmm,
like
okay.
it.
That's an interesting choice. Gladiator is a good film. Now, what was the last song that you have heard?
Last song that I heard, it was before this podcast. It's a
Okay.
Italian artist, Raf Self Control. This famous hit Self Control from the USA. So the originally it comes from this artist. It's a Raf Self Control. Really nice version. You should hear it.
All right. I'll definitely give my try to that. Yeah. Just a minute. Yeah. So the final question to you, Casper, in this podcast session, like, is there any Polish word that you would like, would you like to, teach me? Like one Polish word that you always, use. I mean, the good words, not the other type of words, but the good
Yes,
words.
obviously. Maybe the phrase, yes. Jak się masz?
Yakshamash. Okay.
How are you?
How are you? I'll tell you in Hindi. You have to, try saying it. I'll just be a very bit slow. So in Hindi, we say, how are you as aap kaise hain? You can
Up,
start it
yes,
like this. You got it, yeah.
I know only namaste.
Yes. Namaste is like you greet
I know
people.
only
How are you?
namaste, yes. But how is it in the India? Because you have a lot of languages, yes. You have the Hindi and also other dialects because there is a lot of nationality in the India, yes. Is there a lot of nationality because there is a lot of like
It's not
people and
nationality, it's their states, and they are like different languages, different regional languages, you can call them as.
oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
It's like huge. So the common
Yes.
language that we all speak is Hindi. But other people, when you go to different states, people speak in their different language. Hindi is spoken when it is really needed. But other than that, people are only comfortable in speaking in the regional language.
Yes, but is some region that people don't speak Hindi and they use original language? No,
Yes,
no.
there is one
There,
state, and yeah, they are not very comfortable about speaking in Hindi. They like their, mother tongue. They're very proud of their mother tongue, and they're happy with
okay,
that.
okay. Oh, wow. For me, it's a really strange situation that you have one country and the people speak totally different languages. Yes, yes, and I know why English is really popular. Yes, because sometimes it's better to speak in English. Yes, because nobody knows the mm, different
Absolutely.
languages.
That is true. That is true, Casper. So perfect, Casper. So Casper, finally, thank you so much for taking time from your busy schedule and being part of my podcast initiative. It was such a lovely session today, and knowing about your journey, then knowing about cloud infrastructure, about Databricks, and about your new technical, your new consultancy that you'll be starting and your passion linked with it. So that was really a star-striking moment for me. So it was a lovely conversation, Casper. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Okay.
All right. All right, listeners, on this note, this is your host, Akhil Navluri, signing off. We will be back with another podcast episode with another eminent industry leader very soon. Till then, keep listening. Goodbye, stay tuned, and au revoir. Thank you.